And how do you fight the wokeness?
Well, you've got to stand up and tell the truth. I mean, this is, the Russians have an old expression, tell the truth and shame the devil. We've got to do that. We've got to simply say it's a lot of nonsense. And when someone says, well, you're a bigot, you're a racist, you're an anti-Semite, you're a homophobe, all these ridiculous assertions, all of which are nonsense, just say, fine, so be it. But this is true and this is not. And we cannot do what you want to do, and we will not tolerate it. But we've been complacent for a long time, and now we find that we're on very shaky ground because we've allowed it to erode out from under us. We have attorney generals all over the country that are ready to release the criminals onto the streets to kill us. And that's got to stop. And if the president, who is the chief law enforcement officer of the United States, will not enforce the law, then we've got to send him packing. And I hope that we do. I just don't know if we can last in the current setting as we are living in right now for another, year and a half almost. And then again, if you don't believe in the system, if you don't have any confidence in it, what happens? I mean, you're going to get the equivalent politically of a bank run. And we already know that more banks are falling apart. More bank runs are inevitable. And at some point, you push the button, how much more money can you print? Well, you can't. There are limits. And that's where you get into the treasury problem. And once people in China and Japan and the Middle East start dumping our treasuries, we are in a lot of trouble.
Colonel, I appreciate...
Any more good news that you'd like?
No, I love some straight talk as well. That's actually good news because it's refreshing. So, Colonel, I very much appreciate your insight and thank you for your service. What's the best way for people to contact you or follow you, any social media, etc.?
Well, I have a website, douglasmacgregor.com. I've stayed off the social media because I think it's an opportunity to be stupid, say dumb things quickly without thinking. But you just stick my name in, Colonel Douglas Macgregor, just spell it properly, M-A-C, small G-R-E-G-O-R, and you'll get whatever you need. And my books are on Amazon and elsewhere. And at some point I'll write again, but right now there's a lot of work to be done, and we all have to get involved as Americans. We cannot wait for someone to rescue us from this disaster. We've got to do the work ourselves. By the way, I wish the British people all the best. And I sincerely hope that King Charles III will assert himself. If you have a king, then he should be a king. And I would urge him to consult with people other than those in his government who have been feeding him lies about what's happening in Europe and NATO. And I imagine they've been feeding him some about what's happening in Britain as well, though I'm not as familiar with your society as I am with my own.
Yeah, it's not far behind over here. Let's just say that. So, Colonel, thank you very much. I hope we can have you back on again in the future and go even deeper on some of these topics. Really appreciate your time and wishing you all the best.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time on London Real. So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast. It's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true. And you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.